depends on place. Okay? Fine. Then we go for measurement of time. In the ancient time, people were measuring time, though they did not require. They were just measuring time for passing the time. They were measuring time using the length of shadow. Shadow of some, say, tree is there. Then what is the length of the shadow of the tree? From measurement of the length of the shadow, they could estimate what is the time right now. Correct? They did not measure. They actually had estimated, rough approximation. Okay? But then people required to measure it accurately. Then they had prepared simple pendulum. Correct? Using simple pendulum, we can find out time. But then there was a certain limitation. Then people wanted to measure time more accurately. They had prepared analog watches. The watches we have arms, minute arm, second arm. That is called analog watch. Correct? If it does not have any arm and directly time is shown in the form of digits, we call it digital watch. Correct? Digital watch can give you more precise measurement of time. Correct? Then you must have seen in the Olympic game, they could measure time 100th part of a second. 100th part of a second. By the time, if you see on the screen, the figure is changing from 0, 1, 2, 3, to 100 just in 1 second. Just in 1 second. So they can measure 100th part of a second. So it is more precise. Then scientists are still looking for more precision. Then they have prepared atomic clock. Atomic clock. Correct? So as the unit of time decreases, you can say precision increases. Readings can be taken with more precision. Okay? Fine. Now there is an article. Students really feel great confusion. They find these two words synonymous. What they understand? Accuracy and precision, same only. Accuracy and precision, same only. No! Accuracy is different, precision is different. How? Here is a mistake. Precision, P-R-E. Precision is different, accuracy is different. How? Whenever you measure any physical quantity, correct? So you have your recorded measurement. The difference between measured value and actual value. Difference between measured value and actual value gives us, difference between measured and actual value gives us measure of accuracy. Measure of accuracy. That difference itself is not accuracy. The difference itself is not accuracy. Smaller is the difference, greater is the accuracy. Smaller is the difference, greater is the accuracy. Correct? Fine. What about precision? Suppose you have a clock in which there is no second arm. Second arm is not there. If the second arm is not there, then using this clock, you can measure time, minimum time, say 1 minute. If second arm is not there, minimum time you can measure accurately, that is 1 minute. Because second arm is not there. Okay. But then if you are using a watch or a clock in which there is a second arm, there is a second arm. So in that clock or watch, you can measure time up to the resolution of 1 second. Previously it was 1 minute, now it is 1 second. Second is smaller than minute, second is smaller than minute. So at that time, there is more precision. There is more precision. So as the unit chosen in the measurement becomes smaller and smaller, precision becomes greater and greater. Still, I am showing you more. Look. Suppose correct time is 8 o'clock 15 minutes AM. So this is correct time. You got 3 watches, correct? In the first watch, suppose it shows 8 o'clock 10 minutes 58 seconds, correct? But difference in the minutes, you can see it is 15 minus 10, that is 5. Recorded time is 5 minutes less. So difference is more. Say difference is more. When difference is more, accuracy is less. That's why I'm writing here, less accurate. Correct? But here we could not measure time in second. Here we have measured time in second. So here resolution is more. That's why that reading is said to be more precise. Less accurate, but more precise. Suppose in the second watch you have measured time, say 8 hours and 17 minutes, suppose. 8 hours and 17 minutes. Correct? So instead of this correct time, suppose measured time is this. Now tell me, what is the difference between minutes here? 5 minutes. And now difference in minutes, 15 and 17. So it is 2 minutes. So compared to 5 minutes, 2 minutes difference is less. If difference is less, accuracy is more. So compared to this is more accurate. But here you could measure time in second. Here you cannot measure time in second. So resolution is less. And resolution is less. Precision is less. So reading is less precise. Correct? And suppose you got reading in the third watch, it is this much. 8 o'clock, 14 minutes, 59 seconds. The difference in minutes between these two is just 1 minute. So among all these 3 watches, this is most accurate. Moreover, here we have measured time in second also. So not only it is more accurate, it is more precise also. What is required in the measurement of any physical quantity? In physics, what is required? More accuracy, more precision. What is required? What is required? What is expected? What is desired? More accuracy or more precision? I say both. Both are required. Accuracy is also required. Precision is also required. Let me quote one very good example. Which batsman in cricket is said to be the best? Number 1. Rank number 1. Which batsman? I'm not looking for name, I'm looking for quality. Which batsman would you consider? I'm talking about batsman. Which batsman you would consider rank number 1, the world best? The one who is having maximum average in the runs. Anna? Now tell me, is it sufficient? Average is maximum. Is it sufficient? Suppose average is in one day among all the players, highest average is suppose 50 runs per match, okay? And you are talking about X player, and suppose he is having average 52. So among all, he is having maximum average. So would you consider him the best? No. He might be playing in every match so slowly, that his strike rate is just 10. If strike rate is 10, then when he will face 10 balls, then he will score only 1. Strike rate is bogus, then would you consider him the best batsman? No. Suppose particular other batsman is having strike rate, say 400. Strike rate is 400. So each ball is scoring 4 runs. And 1 multiplied by 4. Strike rate is 400. Would you consider him the best? Not necessary. Every time what he will do? He will play only 1 ball. First ball, boundary, second ball, out. Every time scoring only 4 runs. Facing only 1 ball, scoring 4 runs. Getting out. So his strike rate is 400. But average is bogus. Only 4 runs. So what is required in cricket? Maximum strike rate, maximum average. Same thing is applicable for a student also. What is required to perform the best in the examination? Not only intelligence, hard work is also required. Right? Maximum hard work, maximum intelligence. If you have both, you will be number 1. Am I right? I hope now you understood. Precision and accuracy. What Komal said? Computer. Look, dependence of accuracy. Dependence of accuracy. It depends on cleverness of experimenter. The one who is performing experiment is called experimenter. Depending upon his cleverness, correct? His smartness, that will play important role in taking the readings more accurately. Sure? But on which factor does precision depend? Precision depends on least count measurement of a given device or instrument. If you are using that sort of instrument whose least count is minimum among remaining instruments, then you will just take the readings with maximum precision. So precision depends on least count measurement of a given device or instrument. Okay? Fine. What is called an error?